Hello, heroes. Hello, parents. It's Petrodito, and I wanted to come on today to share with you guys the update for our Children First worldwide public awareness campaign. Now, if you are not already familiar with it, we are planning a worldwide public awareness campaign for parental alienation. And our campaign is called Children First. Right now, we have confirmation for 16 cities around the world. We are looking to have more cities confirmed. This is your chance to participate in person. You can go and join this community. What we're planning is not a rally, it's not a protest, it's a flash mob. It's a fun, positive way of communicating our message. The message is children first. That means that we want the world to stop and forget about all the distraction, forget about the money, forget about the argument, forget, people tend to think that when it comes to, for example, custody battles, people think that this is a fight between the parents. Everyone forget that at the end of the day, it's about the children. So we want the world to think about that, and especially for lawyers, we want them to not think about money and think about the children, about the struggle and the damage that are being caused to the children. So that's why our campaign is called Children First. We want to bring this to the public. We want to raise social awareness by going to the public in a positive manner. We don't want it to be violent. We don't want it to be aggressive. So this is a positive way of doing it. So for the people that are not familiar with flash mob is a sort of an unannounced dance that suddenly break out in the middle of a crowded place. So, maybe in a shopping mall or some historical landmark or, city center somewhere, it's a crowded place, and suddenly a group of people get together and do this choreographed dance that was not announced. So it's usually a fun thing, and for people that witness it, they it's always so interesting because you're just going about your day, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a group of people does this performance in front of your eyes. So it's a fun thing, and it's easy for people to tend to film it, and they share it on social media, and that's exactly what we want. We want the message to spread. We want people to find this sort of a fun thing and then start to be curious about what it is. So that's our goal. And we have a designated song. We have an official song for the campaign, and we have a designated dance routine. It's a choreograph by director James Griffin. And so it's a very simple dance routine. Anybody can participate. And the point is the same dance, the same song, the same messaging, and the same dress code. And yet it's happening around the world in many cities around the world. Hi Nidhi, thank you. I'm glad you'll comment something so that I know that you can actually hear me and that the audio is working okay. Thank you so much. And where are you guys calling from, by the way? I'm curious. Like, I wanted to know where you're calling from, and because we have so far 16 cities confirmed. Because so if I can if I can find out where you're calling in from, then I can direct you guys to the right groups that way you can participate. And we, like I said, we have a dance routine. It's simple enough. It's designed in a way that anybody can pick up. It's all age, nothing embarrassing, and it's only a 1 minute routine, so it's pretty easy and simple to learn. The whole song is 5 minutes, but we have one routine that is 1 minute long that's being repeated twice. So anyway, it should be pretty simple. It's fun. It's also your chance to meet the people locally in your community that are going through what you're going through. Nidhi is from LA. Nidhi, I am leading the LA group, so I love to see you again. I saw you at the film screening. Thank you so much for your support. Amy is in New York, and also Maydia is also from New York. So right now we don't have a confirmation of New York. And Jennifer's also from New York. Great. So there's a bunch of people from New York. Could you guys, one of you guys, volunteer to be the lead, and then I can direct everyone in New York to the New York lead so that we can organize this. I know today we had a planning meeting today, earlier today, and I know that we have more than 16 cities, but right now I have confirmed 16 cities. We have a few more people that I haven't added yet, but if we can have New York, that would be great. And then, so the dress code is actually pretty simple. It's all black. You see me in all black. It's all black with a blue ribbon. It's a royal blue ribbon. Very simple. But if you suddenly in a crowded place see a group of people in all black with blue ribbon doing a dance, it's gonna cause attention. And especially if people start to post this on the internet with this hashtag children first, then and then they will start notice that it's the same routine happening in multiple cities. It's going to cause a bit of attention. People are going to start to go, oh, what is this about? We have a website that we are creating right now for the campaign that will direct people to that website with more information. Mandia said, let's organize. Okay, that's so amazing, you guys. Amy, Mandia, Jennifer, if you guys can get together. So for a flash mob to confirm in a particular city, we only need 5 people minimum. The more is the better, obviously. For people that are not familiar with the term flash mob, please look it up on YouTube. But really, we need only 5 people, but the more is going to be better. Especially the bigger group, you're going to cause a lot more attention. So please, look into that term. But it's for us, it's very simple. If you have 5 people, it can be any age, can be anybody. It doesn't have to be someone that is a targeted parent. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Anybody can participate. And like I said, the dance is so simple that any age, anyone can pick it up. So like I said, the dress code is all black. We prefer formal. So, if you can be in all black suit or long gown, that's the best. The reason is because you want to stand out. This is going to probably happen during the middle of the day somewhere. The date for the event is April 23rd. It's a Saturday, April 23rd. Now, it's going to happen in a crowded place in your city in the middle of the day. And suddenly there's a group of people in formal black outfit with blue ribbons and all dancing to a particular routine is going to cause attention. And that's our goal. We want this to happen in as many cities around the world as possible. Now, if you can't participate in person, we also have ways for you to participate by yourself at your home. So we're going to have this routine. We're going to share with you guys. We're going to share with you guys the instruction videos for the routine next week. I don't have the exact date. I hope that we're going to be able to do this soon. But as soon as we get the videos together, we're going to share it with you guys. So if you can join a particular city, that would be great, because the impact of seeing this for the public, to see this in person and see a big group, the impact is incredible. And for people that seeing it, like that experience is really going to stay with them. But for them to share in the social media, is going to spread. But even if you can't participate that in person, you can participate at home, in your own home, in your own time. So we're going to share the routine. You can learn it. And then like I said, it's a 1-minute routine. So you can share that on TikTok. You can share it on, Facebook story, and you can share on Instagram. You can share any way you want. And then you can, hashtag us. It's children first hashtag, and you can tag us victim to hero. And if we see your video, we're going to reshare that as well. Mike said, what is the planned city nearest Colorado? Okay, so in Colorado, we have Denver, and that's not one of the 16 cities. I actually forgot to add that in. So yeah, Denver in Colorado, we have confirmation. If you're not near Colorado, if you wanted to, anyone that want to volunteer to be the lead for a city near you, let me know, because we can help direct more people to you. Because right now we have a lot of people are standing by to register for a particular city. And if you wanted to participate and you don't want to dance, that's okay, because we need help in all aspects of this. So even if you turn up, because we need people to show, to hold the sign that show the hashtag, which is children first. We need people that film the routines, because we want this to be able to share it, so you can help in so many ways. So, please, if you wanted to help, please help us. I'm gonna go in after this and post a link for you, to register if you wanted to participate. And like I said, if there's a city near you that we already have a designated leader or organizer for the flash mob, we will direct you to that city. If there's not already a designated leader for your city, please volunteer to do that, because we will help you. It's a very simple thing to do, very simple plan, and we'll help you plan this. And then if you don't want to and you can't join a city near you, you can do this at home in your own time. Yeah, thank you so much, Mike. Crystal, is there anyone in Indiana? I don't remember offhand. Maybe not. So, Crystal, if you wanted to be the lead in a city in Indiana, that would be great. I saw the discussion about being in. Claudia said, I hope it's to do it in front of the Alamo. I don't know where that is, but I assume that's a crowded, fun place. Okay, Amy, and someone said Times Square. Yeah, Times Square, like, definitely, if someone could please help organize a flash mob in Times Square, please. Really, I would love for this to happen in Times Square. Like, I think that's the most perfect place. It's always crowded. It's great exposures. There's a lot of space there to do a flash mob. Really, definitely, you can get a lot of attention there. So please, if somebody can help organize a flash mob in Times Square, that would be amazing. Like I said, we have a group, a private Facebook group for the community leader, like for the organizer in these cities. In there, we share all the information that you need in order to organize your flash mob in your city. It's pretty simple. We walk you through it, and we'll direct more people, help you find more people. So, if you wanted to raise your hand and be the leader for your community, please let me know. If not, like I said, I'll have a link. I'm going to share it with you guys shortly. After this video, I'm going to post it in the comment. And if anyone want to participate, you can just sign up in that form, and you can, put your name for the cities that already is there, or you can let us know if a city is not already there. But I'm really excited about this. I think it's our time to speak up, and we need to create a social awareness. We need to bring awareness in a way that is non-aggressive, non-violent, and positive, in a positive manner. We are grateful to the band The Rewind for donating a song for us for this campaign. We don't want to use music that we do not have copyright or permission to. So we are grateful to have this song, so that we have full authority to use this song for our flash mob, for our campaign. It's a very appropriate song. I've already shared before. If you guys look onto our Facebook page, Victim to Hero, you see the lyric. It's very appropriate. It talk about how people are so unaware. They are not aware. They never experience the pain that we're going through. So they're completely unaware. They don't notice it. And then they never can truly understand what we're going through. And the world is crumbling around us. And it's time that we are asking people to put aside their greed and really stand up. And we hope that they understand that we're standing up against the power, and we have to fight for what is right. So the lyric of the song is so appropriate. It's really appropriate for us. Octavia said he's from Mexico City. Octavia, if you could please help organize a flash mob in Mexico City, that would be amazing. I know you have a lot of connection there. I know you're a filmmaker. Please, if you could help us in Mexico City, that would be amazing. Mandaya said, people need to know about this. Exactly, people need to know about this. And we don't want it to come across in a way that's so aggressive that it's hard for people to take. We want this to be in a way that positive and agreeable. So that's why our hashtag is children first, because I think it's easy for everyone to recognize and agree that children should be put first. That should be the priority. So that's what we want. We want people to stop arguing, stop putting aside their greed, and realize the damage to the children, to realize that children need attention, and that's the goal of it. Mike, we do have someone who is a lead in Denver. If you wanted to join with her name is Katie, and I will introduce you guys. And if you two could coordinate, that would be great for Denver. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. Mandia said most people know what divorce, even though it may not have happened to them. People need to know about parental alienation just the same. Yes, exactly. So people, when people see children being caught in the middle, people just go, oh, divorce, or parents fighting. They just think that just things that happen, right? People overlook this impact on the children, the consequences, the fact that children are true victims and they suffer the consequences for the rest of their lives. And those impacts translate into society costs. As a society, we are experiencing society costs because of parental alienation, and it's massive. It's way bigger than people estimate, and that's a problem. And so the sooner we as a society recognize and awake of that, the better. So we wanted to bring this awareness campaign. Now, there's another element of this campaign that we're not ready to announce yet. We're working on it. We have a programmer, his name is Michael in Australia. He's working on the website for the campaign, because there's another element of it, which we will introduce later. But, and I'm excited. I'm really thrilled about this, because it's the opportunity for everyone to participate and for everyone to share their story and everyone to speak up. So as soon as the website is ready, hopefully in a day or two, then we're going to announce that element of it. But I'm really grateful. Heather said anything for Portland or Oregon. Yeah, no, we don't have anything yet. So Heather, if you wanted to be the lead for that, please let me know. Please let me know, because we have a lot of people standing by in different cities that don't already have a lead, like don't have an organizer. So if somebody can raise a hand and be the volunteer to be the lead for that city, I can direct those people to you. But you don't need a lot of people to make the flash mob happen. So let me know. Okay, Claudia is reminding an important thing about please submit your proclamation request. And Mandia is asking, how do we submit proclamation request? For proclamation request, we did an event. Did we do a live stream or did we do a Zoom? I think it was a Zoom. I like to say, yeah, I think it was a Zoom event. But if you missed that event, on our website, victimtohero.com, if you search, there's a search bar on the top right. So if you go to victimtohero.com, go to the top right, and then put in the word proclamation, it will show you the post that we have. And on that post, there are step-by-step instruction for how you can submit a proclamation request in your city or in wherever it is. You can get a request from a particular organization or from your city council or something like that to get them to recognize parental alienation as a form of child abuse. Mandia, how can I connect with others in New York? Okay, I'm hoping that you or Amy or Jennifer, one of you guys could raise your hand to be the lead, and we can have more than one lead in one city. So if you guys can get together and let me know which one of you wanted to be the lead, then and then I will add you into a private Facebook group for the lead. Like the Facebook group is a private one, and it's only for the organizers of cities. And then in that group, we'll give you more information. And then once I know who is the lead of New York, I will send more people to you as well. And in that Facebook group, we post all the information that you need, including the dress code, things like that. So, and we had a meeting earlier today, the planning meeting earlier today, went really well, very successful. I'm truly excited. And like I said, I confirmed 16 cities so far, but I know we have a few more that I forgot to add. Like, for example, Denver is also confirmed, and I didn't add in that 16. So there's a few there. And then there's a few others also in today's meeting. I think Philly has another city, and then now it looks like we may have New York as well. So that would be amazing. Dominic said, I'm in South Africa. So Proclamation is not only in the US, it can be anywhere. And Dominic, are you in Cape Town? Are you in, I've been to South Africa, a beautiful country. If you could be the lead for a city, in your city, that would be great. Because I'm sure, and this is the thing, this is the point, parental alienation doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter who you are. It can happen to anybody, anywhere. Okay, Dominic is in Joburg. Okay, Joburg is a big city. That's a great place to do a flash mob too. If you are up for it, if you're willing to be the volunteer for your city, we would love to have a flash mob in Joburg in South Africa. And that would be amazing, because the point is, when people see this, they're going to film it. We want you also to film the routine when you do the flash mob, and then we want everyone to post this with the hashtag children first. And when people see, when they go online and they see the same thing, and it's going to be shared around. And when you start seeing multiple flash mob with the same hashtag all around the world in so many cities, it's going to cause some kind of attention. The media is going to wonder, what is this about? People are going to wonder, what is this about? And that's the point of it. If we can somehow, it definitely has this very shareable social aspect of it. And it's fun and positive. So it's easier for people to share as well. And Dominic, thank you so much. He said he's willing to organize that flash mob. Thank you so much. Could you please contact me? Just send, I will send you a message actually. And if you could please, so if you can just please respond to my message to you right now, and then we will connect you up with the organizer group. And yes, let's raise awareness. Exactly, that's the point. The date is Saturday, April 23rd. The flash mob is Saturday, April 23rd. Now, we are designing this in a way that it's so simple. Like I said, the dance routine is 1 minute long. It's going to repeat twice in the song. And then there are 3 portions that are just music. So you can do free dance if you want, or you don't dance during that time. It's entirely up to you. It's designed this way so that you can do this as a group, as a flash mob, as in a group. Or for people that can't go to a city, you can just do this at home and post it online. And because there's this 1 minute routine, it's perfect for TikTok or, Facebook story and things like that. That's the plan. That's the intention. So we designed this way so that people can practice this at home. So if you are the lead of a city, all you really need is, you might need some Zoom meeting, a virtual meeting in some way, but then you only need probably 1 in-person rehearsal and then the flash mob day. So it doesn't take a lot of time commitment. And like I said, we only need 5 people minimum, and we're going to direct more people to you, hopefully. So then, it doesn't take a lot of work. In a bigger city, you have a chance of getting more people, obviously. But, right now I have people standing by, to join different cities. So if you just let me know, that would be great. I hope that you guys check out the song. I posted the song and also the promo video on our Facebook page. And yeah, it's a fun, upbeat song. And, the point is we want to choose a place that is crowded on a Saturday. And then just out in the middle of the day, for some reason, people going about their day, and suddenly a group of people turn up and do this dance. It's an upbeat song. And then we show everyone our hashtag. We're going to show everyone the link to the campaign website. The website is still being built, but hopefully it's going to be done soon. But we're going to show the link, and then that way it make people wondering, what is this about? And when they post this with the hashtag children first, they start to see more, and hopefully they will look into the website and they will see what this is about, and hopefully it will make people stop and think about it when they witness and experiencing parental alienation in the future. Because a lot of people, when we screen the film, we have a documentary film, if you don't know it, called Parental Alienation: The Aftermath. When we screen it, it's amazing, because afterward there's people that going up to us and say, oh my God, this is what happened to me. Or there's people that coming up and said, oh, my neighbor is going through this, or my cousin is going through this, so my friend is going through it. Like everyone have seen this, everyone have experiencing this in some way, but they never stop and think about it. They never stop and think that this is a problem. The sooner the world recognize that this is a problem, the sooner we can reach a solution. So we really need to get awareness. And then for a lot of target parents, I know that you experience this. If you are a target parent, you experience this. Is that when you first see this, you go, I'm the only one that experiences. Nobody, you feel so isolated, you feel so alone, and you feel like something is wrong with you. But if you can, if we do this public awareness campaign, then it makes people realize that they are not alone. And that is so important. That's a huge part of winning against this fight, is to know that you're not alone, that there's a community of people out there that you can get support. And that is so important. And then the next part of it is to know that there are solutions, there are ways to fight this. Dominic said, where can I get the documentary? So we posted the trailer on our Victim to Hero Facebook page. It's also on our YouTube channel. And then there's a form for you to fill out, so that to let us know where you are, and then we will let you know how to see it in your city. We're going to city to screen this film. So if you want to see this film, just fill out the form so that we can let you know when it's screened in your city. But that's our goal. It's there's two aspects of it. One is the grassroots of it. The grassroots aspect is we're going city to city and do the screening. And the other aspect of it is that we are looking for mass distribution. So we are talking to a distributor about getting the film on some network. We're still working on that. But that's the point of it. We did a very successful screening in Los Angeles at an amazing, really famous venue. And it was standing room only. A lot of people was there. People were just like, the response were amazing. Everyone came up after the screening and talked to us about how they relate to this, how they didn't notice about this, and it's really waking them up and really makes them think. So, and if you look at the trailer, it gives you an idea of what the film is about. So, check out the trailer, and, feel free to share the trailer around. David said, I'm currently in year 13. Oh my God, of parental alienation. 13 years is a long time. Family law has now suspended my citizenship here in Canada, and no lawyer in this province will touch my case. I'm currently $150,000 in administration arrears, which isn't even part of the child support pay structure. It's insane, David. 13 years and fighting and spending so much money, losing so much, and still not having your children. This is a problem. This is a problem, and this is exactly why we have to fight. It's time that we bring this problem in front of people's eyes. We need public awareness. We need changes at all levels. Really, the system have to change from the top down, from the bottom up, and everywhere. And it's so important for us to bring this awareness. So April 25th is a parental alienation awareness day, but it's a Monday. That's why we decided to do our campaign on Saturday, April 23rd. We wanted it to be on a day that is easy for everyone to participate, and it's easy for the public to be there and witness this. But really, once like I said, I'm hoping that we will post the instruction video next week. And then once we post it, anyone can start to participate from that point on. Anytime you can just post the video of you with the dance routine. Make sure you be in the uniform, like in the same dress code, all black with a blue, with the blue ribbon, royal blue. It's very simple ribbon. You can just cut a piece of ribbon and just pin it to your clothes. David said he has lost literally everything. I'm seeking a family law lawyer in BC now and try and settle this life-destroying campaign. David, so I hope that you watch some of the interviews that we have done, especially, for example, we have a couple of interviews with attorney Brian Ludmer, where he talked about case law in Canada. That is definitely a place that I would recommend as a start. And then we have a lot of other videos with a lot of informative, information from experts. We also have videos with attorney Ashish Joshi, but he's in the US. But Brian Ludmer is in Canada. So definitely I would recommend checking him out. But, even with Ashish Joshi in the US, the principle of fighting parental alienation is the same. So I would definitely recommend watching those videos. For people that are new here that don't know, I have done interviews of many experts in the field that covering many aspects of parental alienation, from how you fight in court to how you treat your children, how you deal with alienators, how do you deal with your own grief, how do you thrive, all aspect of it. And we do all sort of things, and we even talk about how do you participate in making changes, how do you participate in legislation reforms. How do we change the law to make changes for everyone? So, there's a lot of different things that we've done here. So, check out our videos. And I hope you join in this campaign, this public awareness campaign called Children First. And, let me know if you guys have any questions, any comments. Would love to hear from you. I will post the list of the cities. I will post a link where you can register, and in that link you will see the list of the city that already have a lead. And then if your city is not there, we would love for you to volunteer to be the lead for your city. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. Really, that means a lot to have your support. So please help by liking this video. Please subscribe to our mailing list on victimtohero.com website. If you go to our website, there's a mailing list subscription on the top right. That way we can inform you if there's any information. So David said, yes, this group has kept me from making some very final and irreversible life choices. I definitely learned great knowledge from you, and I will look into law and look at Brian Ludmer. Okay, thank you so much, David. I'm grateful that this has helped you. Really, thank you so much, because this is exactly why I'm here. So this is the thing. You've seen people that out there that are, proclaimed to be expert or professional in the field. There are people that say, oh, they understand parental alienation. I will tell you this, no one understands your pain as much as I do. This is not an intellectual concept for me. It's not an intellectual concept for me. I truly, viscerally understand your pain. I know what you're going through. I understand how you feel. I understand how helpless and hopeless it feels. I understand how unfair the system is. And I understand how malicious the alienators can be, and how naive the rest of the world is to take side with the alienators, and how the system is putting just more and more obstacles in your way, and how your children are brainwashed and programmed and not recognize the pain that you are going through. So I understand this is not an intellectual concept for me. I understand what you're going through. And there may be people out there that say that they are professional and they are expert in this field, but there's no one that truly understands what you're going through like I do. I promise you this. And I'm speaking as an adult child of parental alienation, and I'm speaking as the mother who were alienated, and I was able to turn my situation around. So I understand everything that you're going through. I'm not saying this as an intellectual concept. I get this. And exactly, David, the focus must return to the children's well-being within the family setting. I truly agree with you. And this is the thing. You're looking at this fight that has been going on for decades and why we are not getting attention and people shutting us down. And part of it, I think, is because we're coming from not the right angle. And I think the true angle for us to come is from the perspective of the children. For people to recognize that this is about the children. If people can just recognize this is about the children first, they will stop all this BS, all this argument about whatever. If we can just stop and go, this is about the children. And if they can recognize that, then they will see that everything else that have been out there is wrong and why it's a problem. So if we can just draw attention to this is about children first. If they can just see that, then I think that's the beginning of our solution. Yeah, Dominic said there are no experts in this field. We are the expert. Truly, yeah, that's the problem. And this is the thing. This brings me to a point that I wanted to say for a long time. When I see someone that just knew that they just find me, people that just kind of discover victim to hero or me, their instinct, their first instinct is they always reach out and they go, hey, can I get could you help me find a free lawyer, or can you help me get a journalist to write up about my story so I can get media attention, right? People want to find a quick easy button to just press, or maybe a pill to take. People are looking for quick solution. The sooner they can realize that there's no such thing. And the sooner you realize that you cannot count on anyone else out there but yourself, you have enough power, you have all the powers that needed, and you have everything that you need to take this fight. And the sooner you recognize that this is not a quick fight, it actually has taken a long time for you to get to this point. You may not have recognized it, but truly it has taken root even before the children were born. So the sooner you realize that it has taken a long time for you to get to this point, that means it's going to take a long time and a lot of effort for you to reverse it. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you're willing to take the power in your hand, the sooner you can fix this. Because if you're waiting for somebody else out there, some kind of miracle, some kind of magic button, some kind of pill that you can take quickly, it doesn't exist. And then this is when you see why it doesn't work. So really, the sooner you can realize that this is in your hand, the sooner you can fix this. Dominic said it's been 12 years for him. See, that's crazy. That's a long time. And that's a problem. Because if we can provide more awareness and more solutions, especially for parents, because you have to be the one that fight this. There's nobody else that more vested in protecting your children than you. So the sooner we can provide solution and resources for targeted parents, the sooner we can fix this problem. Now, you are up against a lot of things. You're up against the society, you're up against, different interest group. I mean, for example, yesterday I posted about how there are special interest groups that have motivation and agenda to go against you. And they try to portray this, they try to portray this gender bias sort of presumption. They're trying to make men out to be a violent gender, and because they have an agenda. And so that's the problem. You are up against a lot of these things, from blatant malice to ignorance. You're up against a lot of things. So if we can have a public awareness campaign that hopefully turn around some of these ignorant, it's very difficult to convert those that are blatantly malicious. Almost impossible. If they are blatantly malicious, it's almost impossible to convert them, unless if they themselves fall into a situation like this, then they will convert. But it's very difficult to convert those. But there's still a lot of people in the public that's just simply ignorant. So if we can convert those, we can bring, sorry, we can bring attention to those, then we have a chance. And there's a lot of those people. So that's the point of this. Devin said, I'm coming up on 4 years and fighting for my own children and helping others through advocacy. That's amazing because yes, so when you're helping other people, it's actually going to help you a lot because it empowers you. That's the first thing. But also because when you're out there and help with the community, other people, things will come back to you in so many ways that are going to be helpful to you. Dominique said, my ex was alienated as a child and she's just doing what she was taught and can't allow my daughter to do this to her kids one day. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Like I said, alienation doesn't just happen overnight. It has taken root for a long time. And that's the problem is sometimes it happened, and like I said, sometimes way before the children were born. And especially with parents that experience this. This is a transgenerational problem. If you experience parental alienation, chances that your children are either going to become alienators or alienated. There's a high likelihood, and there have been research on this. So this is not just something that I say randomly. And so, yeah, because it's a learned behavior, right? So it's just keep passing on generation to generation to generation. And it's a very big problem. If we can stop it at some point, then hopefully our future generation don't have to suffer this. And that's really important. So anyway, thank you so much. Like I said, in summarize, we are working on our campaign called Children First. It's a flash mob that is to happen in multiple cities around the world. Everyone's gonna be in all black with a blue ribbon. And that's the dress code. We're gonna be all doing the same dance routine to the same song. And our hashtag is Children First. And that's our campaign. It's gonna be on April 23rd, Saturday, April 23rd. Now, Amy said, how's the heart campaign going? We still don't have enough. We still don't have 1,000. I'm still short quite a lot, actually. I have a few hundred. And I understand this. It takes a little bit of time for you guys to go to the mailbox and mail it. Especially when, life is always busy, right? Everyone are caught up in so many things, and not to mention court cases. You're dealing with your grief, you're dealing with daily life and your jobs and trying to survive and your bills and deadlines and all that. So I understand that. But if you could please help, because I know we have more than 1,000 parents. So, we have millions of parents out there that's suffering. So if we can collect 1,000 heart cutouts, this is for the Boundless Love campaign that Amy is asking. It's separate from the Children First. But what we're doing there is we're trying to do an art installation. I don't have enough 1,000 hearts. I want to collect 1,000 hearts, but we're doing an art installation with this 1,000 heart cutouts. It's about 2 inch. You can send it. It's any material, put any message on it. Just don't put your full name or any full name or phone number or anything like that. Don't put any identifying information. You can have first name, but around 2 inches. I have seen, acrylic. I've seen cardboard. I've seen paper. You can do it in any material. You can do it by wood or metal, anything. Actually, there's some people actually crochet it. But yeah, 2 inches roughly. Heart cut out. We're gonna hang it. So if you can put a hole through it for us, and if you can put a string through it, it'll be easier for us. If not, like if you give us a piece of paper, we will have to laminate it and we'll have to make a hole through it and we'll put a string through it and we'll hang it. But we're creating an art installation. We are talking to some very major gallery actually, and we're very excited about this. We're talking to some very major gallery about having the art installation at that gallery for some time. But our intention is to travel the world with this art installation, because again, it's a public awareness campaign. We want the world to see the messages from these, these 1,000 messages from parents. And it doesn't have to be parents, actually. Anybody can participate. Anybody that believe that children deserve the love of both their parents can participate. So, and you can send as many hearts as you want. So, send us hearts because we need 1,000 of them to get this art installation together. We're making progress with it, and like I said, we're talking to some very major gallery that we hope, and then we also talking to some. I don't know if I should share it. Yeah, well, we're looking at having this at some pretty official places. Let's just say that some government official places as well. So we really hope to get it to some places that have really good exposure, and we want this to travel around. Yeah, and Dominic said he's gonna promote this on his podcast. Every little bit helps. Thank you so much, Dominic. Yes, please, definitely would love to get the words out. So if you guys can share in any way you can, really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much, and I hope to talk to you guys again soon. I have a few events coming up that I plan. I haven't announced it, but there's some interesting topics that we're going to cover soon. So I hope to talk to you guys again soon. Really appreciate you guys. Good night.